We're the free agents Ben and Reed at the Harbase Studio in Madison, talking sports on cheeseheadtalk.com, where you can go for all of the Wisconsin activity. It is where the Wisconsin sports fan comes to talk.
Pretty much.
And we're here. We're Wisconsin sports fans. We're talking. We're talking about the Milwaukee friggin' Bucks.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Fear the deer.
Look at you. You and those 18,000 plus that showed up yesterday at the Bradley Center.
I'll tell you, I flipped to the game. I flipped back and forth between the Brewers. Yeah. God knows why. Yeah. Jesus. I'm sorry. Jeez.
They could use Jesus.
Sorry, they could. I just had a thought about the Brewers there. That's what came up.
Think Jesus can get out of the 8th inning?
No, I don't think. I'd hope Jesus could score more than a run after scoring 36 in a freaking 3-game series against the freaking Pirates. I digress.
This is about the Bucks.
Bucks. I flipped to the game.
Yeah.
Toward the end of the first quarter. I was across the room, kind of far away. I had to squint. Is that a 38 on the Bucks column? Is that a 23 on Atlanta?
Yeah.
Didn't expect that at all. And then they just continued it.
They did.
To lambaste the Hawks. They pasted the Hawks in Game 3. Nobody expected them to paste the Hawks. Here's what I was hoping for. A Game 4 win. To send the series back to Atlanta for Game 5.
So you didn't even think they were going to win Game 3? They're going to be down 3-0?
Yeah.
Oh, that's silly.
What is silly about that?
Energy, Ben. The energy of the Bradley Center faithful. The
Bogus
6 squad, or what do they call
it?
Those
the 6 something. 666. The point is, I will agree with you that the energy was the difference. I just thought that talent would be a bigger difference because Atlanta has way more of it than the Bucks right now.
They don't have someone named Carlos Delfino.
No, they don't. You're absolutely right about that.
Second favorite Delfino behind Mike Delfino, who is on Desperate Housewives. I don't know if you knew that. That is
good night.
Terry Hatcher's husband on the show.
Now, Terry Hatcher I can get on board with.
They're real and they're fantastic.
They absolutely are.
Spectacular.
Is it spectacular?
It might have been spectacular.
We're talking about Seinfeld if you don't know. Anyway.
Can we edit this?
No.
They're real and they're spectacular. All right.
So anyway, that was a good episode.
Yeah.
Carlos Delfino, all these guys came to play. You know, obviously Salmons is always there to play. They had a ton of energy. They had a better defensive option. They didn't even play as crisp as they're capable of because they turn the ball over a lot on offense.
Right.
And so, you know, they can be even better. I was really surprised. Yes, I thought Atlanta would take Game 3 and Milwaukee would bring the energy and the Hawks would lose the edge in Game 4 and they'd send it to Atlanta for Game 5 because I've seen that happen a million times in a series. At least. And then Atlanta would take it in Game 5. I'm so totally blown away.
Wow.
By the energy of the Bucks, by the execution, by the defensive prowess, by Scott Skiles' ability to go get them.
By Mike Tirico calling Milwaukee a great sports town.
I didn't even hear that.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's better than Josh Smith.
Right.
Saying there's nothing to do in Milwaukee.
That's true though.
I know. Water Street, Josh. Water Street.
Oh, Mike referenced it.
Have you ever been there in Summerfest time? What can Atlanta match with Summerfest?
I mean, in the winter during the NBA season on Tuesday nights. Right. He's probably right.
Yeah, I got a point.
But that's just Wisconsin.
In general, we like to stay inside. But no, so Milwaukee shows him they dominate Game 3. They probably have some confidence going to Game 4. Monday night, Bradley Center. What do you think?
Well, you already think that they're going to win that one, or you were hoping that they would.
I'm so totally impressed by Game 3.
Yes, they're going to
win
Game 4,
So surprised,
Ben.
so blown away. I'm wondering, can they get in this series for real?
They're going to win Game 4, and they're going to go back to Atlanta, and they're going to lose, and they're going to come back to Milwaukee, and they're probably going to lose. So it'll be a 6-game series.
That would be a smashing success of a season for me. Then it already is now.
Already?
Yeah. You win Game 3 like that?
Would you rather have almost? I mean, you never want to see a team lose the series on their home floor, though. You'd almost rather have them lose tomorrow, Monday, and then lose in Atlanta.
I don't.
So,
no,
the rioting is diminished in Milwaukee.
I think if they got to even, that'd be an absolute slap me across the face and call me stooge, silly thrill. I'd love it because no way I expected that. I was hoping it could go 5 games.
Yeah.
If they possibly tie the series at 2 and put a real scare into Atlanta.
Look,
the first 2 games, the Bucks got dominated in the first quarter of Game 1.
Yep.
But they clawed back into it, sort of.
Hooved back.
Sort of. Sorry, hooved back, antlered back.
Yes.
Sort of. Game 2, they were in it better in the beginning and sort of got down 10, and you never felt like they could. Both games, you never felt like, okay, this is really going to come back.
But this
because
game,
Atlanta had the talent, and they were so much better.
This game, you felt completely opposite. You didn't think Atlanta was going to be able to get back
I agree.
in it, and they couldn't.
I was a little scared, but then in the third quarter, I was like, what was I scared about?
That's right. It was Delfino time.
It was Delfino time, and they just out-energied, out-defensed. Okay, but Atlanta still has a guy named Joe Johnson, Josh Smith, Marvin Williams.
Mhm.
I'm missing
Mike Bibby.
Mike Bibby.
You just want to go over their whole roster.
Yeah,
Al
okay.
Horton,
Well, that's the point, is it not?
Kevin Willis.
They're supremely talented.
Mookie Blaylock.
Dominique Wilkins. So, do I think the Bucks are going to win Game 4? I don't,
Oh,
but I think they can. Huh? That's a change in my attitude.
wow.
Fear the deer, baby.
Aren't you one hell of a sports talk
Well,
opinionated host
no.
analyst?
See, sometimes
They're going to win Game 4. I just said they're going to win Game 4. They're going to lose Game 5, and then they're going to lose Game 6.
Okay, that's your call.
In the books.
I think they're going to lose Game 4 and Game 5.
It's like Back to the Future 2.
Here's a question, though, that came to my mind as I was watching Game 3 unfold.
Okay.
Bucks are down 0-2 coming into Game 3, if my math is correct.
Right.
Andrew Bogut on the floor. If he doesn't do that thing to his elbow and arm, are they coming back to Milwaukee tied at 1?
Yes.
No.
They win Game 1.
I don't think so.
They win Game 1, Ben, because you know what? Bogut gives them another scoring presence in the first half with Brandon Jennings out there. He also plays better defense than whoever they were putting on Horton in that game. It was either Ilyasova or Delphi. I can't remember which one.
Yeah.
But they were both getting absolutely destroyed. No, I think they win Game 1. They still lose Game 2. And then they potentially are up 2-1 now, in control of the series.
Here's what happens. They lose both games, but they're tighter, because it's Bogut.
Right.
But here's why. I watched these two teams play during the regular season a couple of times. I watched a game in Atlanta. I watched a game in Milwaukee. I thought the Bucks were very fortunate to win the game in Milwaukee. This is the last 2 times they played. Yeah. They lost a close one in Atlanta. They were tight games. They were competitive. But Atlanta still has more talent. Still has more on their home floor. Bucks still would have been down 0-2.
No, you're wrong. Because the Bucks have passion and defense and heart.
And better fans.
All of that.
Or something like that. Actually,
fans
credit to
who
fans.
care.
Props to the fans.
I have been.
18,000.
For crying out loud.
And this Game 3 win with Jim Paschke on the TV, zeroing in the 6 zone, whatever it's
called.
I was
listening to Tirico. Because you know what the ESPN broadcast has a lot of that, or it doesn't have a lot of that FSN has a lot of? John McLaughlin.
Yeah, okay. And John McLaughlin was saying, almost in tears, I think, saying this is one for the fans. That did feel good.
Right. And then
so
yelling at the officials every time they're up and down the court.
There are bad calls. Where the free agents Ben and Reed, she's at talk.com, Bucks and Hawks Monday night. Woo! Be exciting. That's all I got for that. Is that all you got?
Yeah.
Okay. With the free agents Ben and Reed, she's at talk.com, and let's go Bucks.